To our sponsor representatives here tonight, we say thank you for continuing to support excellence in journalism. Don't forget, once you've presented the prize, to smile for the camera. There'll be photographers, and also please, I know that you guys love to chat as you're chatting right now. We'll save the speeches for just the winners of the major awards this evening, which will come at the end of the night.
Now, tonight, the judges' comments have been embedded in the audio-visual packages. It's very high-tech. I know these awards were bound to catch up.
The robots will take over.
Yes, we've come a long way since the Gold Nugget Room when we had that ice sculpture, so we have the comments embedded. If you don't... Oh, we did all love the ice sculpture, didn't we? If you don't hear the judges' comments, don't worry about it. They will be posted online afterwards.
Brilliant. Before we go any further, we have to acknowledge the people who have already done the hard work for this year when they sat down with the entries and decided which ones were the very best. To this year's judges, thank you, and thank you. Judges give up their own time to judge, and without them we don't have any awards at all.
So, on to the first award of the night. We encounter them more and more every year. They often live in cramped and dirty conditions. They're forced to work extremely hard doing thankless jobs for no pay. Journalism students.
We've all been there, haven't we? Give them a round of applause anyway. Come on, guys. Hardest working journalists. Yeah, where's the table?
Where are they?
We can't see. Are there any here tonight? Oh, maybe not. Oops. Anyway, look, the most outstanding journalism student award is sponsored by Mia, and Caitlin McInerney joins us again to present the award. The finalists for this year are Thomas D'Souza, Stories from the Scenic Route, University of Notre Dame. Stephanie Garneau, Body of Work, Edith Cowan University. And Cameron McAloon, Body of Work, also from Edith Cowan University.
And the winner is Thomas D'Souza.
Thomas D'Souza showed originality and great insight in his perspective and displayed a passion for his story topic, earning his place as one of Western Australia's most promising young journalists. He delved beyond surface judgments to understand issues affecting people from all walks of life, and his stories were picked up by a number of prominent interstate newspapers.
Nice work, Thomas. Well done.
Congratulations. Well, the Best New Journalist or Cadet, the Eves Prior Day Prize, is sponsored by a community newspaper group, and we invite Editor-in-Chief Matt Ziss to the stage to present this award to cadets and journalists in their first full-time year of grading. This prize honours the memory of AJA members Jack Eves, Selwyn Pryor and Merv Day, who took a great interest in the training and development of young journalists. And the Best New Journalist or Cadet finalists are Claire Durl for her body of work, 10 Eyewitness News. Nathan Hondras for his body of work, Mandurah Mail. And Jacob Nasru for his body of work, Post Newspapers. So you vote?
And the WA Media Award goes to Nathan Hondras, Post Newspapers.
Among a strong field of entries, Nathan stood out as brave articles that reflected his maturity, life skills, and ability to ask tough questions of people in power. Recognised on a state and national level, they were original stories that not only had relevance to his local community, but also presented wider social implications.
Smile, Nathan. Congratulations, Nathan, well done. We now move on to the awards for photography. And the first award tonight is in the section of news photography, sponsored by the Sunday Times. Please welcome Marty Saxon to present this award. And the finalists are Colin Murty, Yarloop Devastation, Perth Now and The Australian. Michael O'Brien, Freeway Inferno, The West Australian. And Marta Pasquale Wanola, Falcon Beach Fatal Shark Attack, The Mandurah Mail.
And the winner is Marta Pascual Wanola.
It was a year of powerful fire images from the flames of Yar Loop to burning trucks on the Mitchell Freeway. But the winner this year went to the shots captured on a beach near Mandurah after code 262 for a shark attack came down the police feed. Marta's work was live, on-the-spot news photography at its finest, and it caught all the tragedy and action involved in saving a life.
Congratulations to Marta. Ooh, is that the next category, Tivo? That wouldn't have looked too good on the screen. The next two photographic categories are proudly sponsored by Media Super. Please welcome Patrick Horniman to present the awards. The first category is the award for Best News Photograph Community Regional, and the finalists are John Gelwheeler for Body of Work, ampersand Southwest Magazine; John Hewson for his body of work, Mandurah Coastal Times, shout out there; and Andrew Ritchie for his body of work from the Guardian Express.
Gosh, the print guys are going off tonight. Well done.
They do go off.
They do go off. The winner is John Gelwheeler. But he's unfortunately not here tonight, but Tiffany Venning will accept the award on his behalf. Yeah, there she is. She's appeared.
John showed great skills with a diverse range of topics, with winning imagery that transcended the landscape of Bunbury in the southwest. He captured a stunning shot of a basketball import turned local identity and showed what can be done with water, sunlight and the Bunbury skyline when he transformed a pedestrian paddler image into a sports classic.
Photographic essay, and the finalists are Philip Gostelow, The Utopia Project, The Weekend Australian Magazine; Colin Murty, Eradication of Pests on Dirk Hartog Island, The Australian; and Martine Perrott, Ngala Wonga, ABC Goldfields Radio.
And the winner is Colin Murty.
The judges were all taken in by Colin Murty's photographs of the pest eradication program on Dirt Hartog. Colin succeeded in conveying desolation, space and beauty through the stunning use of landscape, light and the skillful positioning of his human and canine talent.
Congratulations, Colin. Well, we welcome MIA's WA Director, Tiffany Venning, back up to the stage to present the following two awards. Jeez, it's rowdy this year.
What table is that? Table 3 going off. Woo!
Shout out to Table 3.
Three.
This next award, the award for Best Broadcast Camera Work. The finalists are James Hayward, Waroona Yarloop Fires, 9 News Perth, Today Sydney 9 Network.
Yay, I have no friends here tonight, so I'm going to give them a shout out. Thank you to Channel 9.
Simon Heidzik for his body of work for 7 News Perth, yay. And Cameron Wallace, Devil Inside, Power of Meth from 7 News at 6 p.m, yay again.
And the WA Media Award goes to Cameron Wallace.
Cam Wallace's video expose of addicts' battles with methamphetamines is an outstanding example of precision storytelling, from panoramic drone vision to the confronting and compelling power of people's faces. Cam's use of light and shade, haunting family images, and a stunning piece to camera in part 3 capped off this winning masterpiece.
We've seen Cameron.
Are you
Toilet
in
or
the
cigarette?
toilet or having a durry?
How about...
He might be having a dozer, so, you know.
What about, we'll get him up and give him an applause when he comes back.
Yeah, when he comes
and
back,
we'll find out
re-enters
where
the room.
he was.
Yeah, that's it. All right, well, good on you, Cameron, wherever you are. We'll head on to our next award now, onto the regional community. Best 3 news stories or features. The finalists are Jasmine Bamford, Kalgoorlie Multimedia Entry, ABC Goldfields Esperance Breakfast Program. Andrew Brosnan, Body of Work, Kalgoorlie Miner. Good paper, Kalgoorlie Miner. And Nathan Morris, Preservation of Aboriginal Language of the Goldfields, Esperance, ABC Local Radio, ABC News Online and ABC News 24.
And the winner is...
Cameron's right there.
Oh, let's bring him up. Cameron. Mate,
No speeches.
No, you smell like a cigarette. Were you out having a ciggy?
He was having a durry.
Sorry, everybody. I thought this would be a little bit later in the program.
There you go. Accept your award.
Have your photograph.
Award. Smile. He does smell.
Oh, it does.
Yes. Well, you know, we always need someone who's in the toilet or having a cigarette.
Has anybody ever done that?
Yes. Oh, well, it happens at the Logies.
It has happened at the Logies.
Anyway, let's move on to the regional and community best 3 news stories and features.
And the winner is, let's hope he's not having a ciggy, Nathan Morris.
Nathan Morris's pieces were wonderfully vivid. They were true to their particular people and places, imaginatively shot and beautifully edited. Serious issues were explored, while academic and grassroots speakers were interwoven seamlessly. Subjects were clearly at ease telling their stories with no word or image wasted.
Congrats, Nathan. Now, I'm sure you got a train here tonight. We're now joined by David Hines of the WA Public Transport Authority to present the Suburban Best 3 Stories or Feature. Looking very dapper, David.
You're very dapper.
Yes.
One double, one can.
And the finalists are Sarah Brooks for her body of work, Echo newspaper, David Cohen and Brett Christian, Gang Crashers Dinner Party, Post newspapers, and Bryce Luff, Terror on Our Roads, Coburn Gazette.
There you go. No wonder why table 3 is going off. David Cohen's on that table. There you go. I just spotted you there. And the award goes to Sarah Brooks.
Brooks' work is revelatory, well-written and highly relevant to its audience. Through the excellent use of graphics, she showed that in the Perth Hills, the NBN was not about cables, but many, many towers. Brooks' report on the Midland Hospital shed new light on its lack of services and the resulting health implications.
Congratulations, Sarah. Let's now head to the Best Freelance Journalist, and that's sponsored by the Media, Entertainment and Arts Alliance and presented by Tiffany Venning.
Geez, Tiffany's getting a workout on those stairs.
She really is. You don't...
I just want people to see my shoes.
There you go.
The red shoes.
Yes, exactly. There's only one winner, really.
One winner, and the winner is Kerry Faulkner. Kerry unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, but Tiffany, you're going to accept the award.
Thank you.
She's taking a lot of awards tonight,
She is.
Tiffany. You better give it to the winners later.
Kerry Faulkner's entry exposed unsavoury practices in Western Australia's accident towing industry, using a confidential internal report. She revealed a number of issues, including serious price gouging and aggressive driver behaviour, and pointed out that some towies were operating well outside acceptable business practices, highlighting the need for industry legislation to protect consumers.
And now we introduce our newest partner, who's wetting our palates as we speak with the wines. Please welcome Matt Holden, WA Wholesale Manager from Bird in Hand, to present the Best Culture and Arts Report, the A.H. Cornweevil Arts Prize. We did have some nice champagne.
We really did. Thank you.
Only
Thank
2
you, Matt.
glasses before we started. And the finalists are Lauren Day, The Art of Prosthetic Eye Painting, ABC 7:30. Victoria Laurie, Through the Lens, Mavis Wally, The Weekend Australian, and Erin Park, Miss Daisy, 7:30 ABC TV. Tivo, the winner is?
And that unique award goes to Victoria Laurie.
As the leading culture and arts reporter in the state, Victoria Laurie's stories brought to life the photographs by Mavis Wally, depicting the small town of Goomalling during the mid-20th century. Laurie captured the pride, joy and resilience of Wally's fellow Aboriginal people and conveyed the historical and cultural significance of the photographs and their impact on the descendants of the men and women in the images.
That was Paige there. Hi, Paige. Obviously accepting it for Victoria.
We love Paige.
We love Paige. Yay! Hey, Paige. Our next award is for the Best Health and Medical Report, and we are joined on the stage by Robert Reid from the Gordon Reid Family Foundation to present the award. And the finalists are Kathy O'Leary, Robbie's Fight, The Weekend West; Rebecca Turner, Politics Before Public Health, the Children's Water Park at Elizabeth Quay, ABC News Perth; and Emma Young, A Child's Best Interest, WA Today.
And the winner is Emma Young.
Children with medulloblastoma go through years, what I see as torture.
Among tough competition, Emma Young's piece was not only the best but one of the biggest stories of the year, using modern digital reporting to accompany sensitive and well-balanced written pieces. Her heartbreaking series probed the broader issues at play and raised both moral and ethical queries in the medical and wider community.
Congratulations, Emma. Please welcome WA Media Section President Martin Turner back to the stage to present the next 3 awards. The finalists for the award for Best Science and Environmental Report are Liam Croy, Coburn Sound Fishkill, the West Australian; Ben O'Shea, Gravity Waves Discovery, the Weekend West; and we've seen her before, Emma Young, Lancelin Residents Wind Development Battle, Get Dunes Rezoned for Conservation, WA Today. Trace.
And the award goes to, oh, Emma, don't sit down yet, come back up, Emma Young.
Emma Young's stories highlighted the series of bungles by the state, environmental bodies and a local shire that forced the government to knock back a rezoning plan in order to protect an endangered plant species. Well-researched and balanced, her report shone a light on the inadequate investigation, piqued public interest and delivered results.
Congratulations again, Emma. Well done.
Emma, you can sit down for this category. I've looked ahead.
Yes, you can sit down now. Now to the award of Best Social Equity Report, the Best Social Equity Report. And the finalists are Courtney Bembridge, Indigenous Language Barriers Putting Innocent People Behind Bars, ABC News Online; Victoria Laurie and Paige Taylor, Jean Gibson, The Weekend Australian; and Paige Taylor and Victoria Laurie again, The Reality of Everyday Life for Most Vulnerable Kids, The Weekend Australian.
And the winner is Paige Taylor and Victoria Laurie.
Despite strong competition, the stories by Paige Taylor and Victoria Laurie stood out in a class of their own. By sensitively telling the stories of an 11-year-old boy charged with murder and a 10-year-old girl who took her own life, Taylor and Laurie opened up a confronting national conversation about how, as a society, we care for our most vulnerable children and families.
Congratulations, Paige and Victoria. To the next category, Business, Economics or Finance Report. And the finalists are, once again, Courtney Bembridge, Subcontractors Lose Millions on Airport Build, ABC News Online; Nick Evans, Sparkle Goes from Kimberley Diamonds, the West Australian; and Nick Sass, Mobile Phone Billing Scam Hits Telstra Clients, the West Australian.
And the award goes to Courtney Bembridge.
rack up debts it ultimately couldn't pay. You haven't paid that?
Courtney displayed first-class reporting on a complex issue that covered personal, legal and policy issues. Viewers shook their head over a terrible blowout that affected a dozen small contractors. Courtney and the ABC gave them a much-needed voice and uncovered a widespread problem, which is soon to be addressed by the state government.
Well done, Courtney. We also love Courtney, don't we?
We do. It's so good to celebrate everyone's success. I'm loving this.
Well done. Big shout out to my ABC colleague there. It is politics time now to present the award for Best Political Report, the Beck Prize, sponsored by the Sunday Times. Here's Marty Saxon to present the award, and the finalists for Best Political Report are Anthony de Clegley aboard Gravy Train, the Sunday Times, Perth Now. Andrew Probin, I should say, Mediscare, the West Australian. And Joe Spagnolo, Stephen Smith, from beginning to end, the Sunday Times. And Rebecca Turner and Jessica Strutt, the big money and politics behind the Kwinana butter protest, ABC News Perth. Sorry, there were 4 finalists for that one.
Yeah. Yes. Hotly contested. The winner is Andrew Probin. And we have another winner. I'll do it again. And the second winner is, well, it's like a second and a third. Rebecca Turner and Jessica Strutt.
Andrew Probin's Mediscare story was an important and insightful national scoop that dominated the political agenda for months. Probin's analysis clearly spelt out the dilemma faced by Turnbull, who didn't act until a fortnight before election day, giving Labor the weapon. One more seat and Mediscare could have won the election. Rebecca Turner and Jessica Strutt also delivered an excellent report in uncovering the corporate donations and politics behind the Kwinana buffer protests.
Premier did, however, again rule out a New South Wales-style ban on political donations from property developers.
They gave voice to small landholders whose retirement plans were shattered and asked hard questions of the big-time property investors fighting against government policy.
Popped my earpiece.
Popped out. Matt's in ears popped out.
Mia is the sponsor for the award for online, and welcome back Caitlin McInerney to present this award. The finalists are Ryan Emery, Life on Christmas Island, sbs.com.au/news. Nice plug in there. Yarloop and Waroona Fire coverage, a team entry here. Simon White, Emma Young, Tim Carrier, Heather McNeil and David Baker. WAtoday.com.au and Fairfax Media National Network, of course. The Hidden High team entry, Simon White, Francisca Rimrod, Giovanni Torre, Mary Louise Brammer and James Moody. The Hidden High, flying high under the radar on synthetic meth. WAtoday.com.au. TiVo, the winner.
Oh, yeah, wow, the winner is Yarloop and Waroona Fire coverage team, which is Simon White, Emma Young, Tim Carrier, Heather McNeil and David Baker.
Did my best to try and get there, and the fire come through that quick and it was all over.
The team made innovative use of the digital platform to provide an important community service in a time of crisis and confusion. The well-curated collection included skillful use of audio, imagery and a compelling live blog. By emphasising the ways in which the WA community sought to support victims, they extended the relevance of the coverage to a wider audience, which likely facilitated the provision of aid and support.
And don't forget to hashtag
WA Media Awards. Hashtag WA Media Awards.
Congratulations, guys. And our last category before the break. Yes, we are having a break, so yes, please. Please be patient. Best 3 headlines, sponsored by the Walkley Foundation, and you see Michael Beach from the Walkley Advisory Board joining us on the stage right now. And the finalists for the best 3 headlines are David
I love this category.
Yeah, headlines are great. Very clever.
Sorry.
Matt Tinney's very excited up here. David Cusworth, Tail Dogs the Wag.
Clever.
Ham minimisation as barbecue stopper. And Dry Plains Snifter calls Qantas home, the Sunday Times. And Martin Saxon, taboo or not taboo? There was a big
See,
laugh
there's
down
somebody
there.
else who loves this category too.
Big laugh down there.
Yeah.
And A Day of Wine and Roses, and it's Fancy of the Overflow, the Sunday Times STM magazine.
And the winner is Marty Saxon.
Attention-grabbing, true to the stories they represent, and just the right amount of clever, Martin's headlines demand to be read. The topical and witty taboo or not taboo entices the reader and sets the tone for the yarn, while It's Fancy of the Overflow and A Day of Wine and Roses both deliver a wealth of intriguing connotations in an admirable scarcity of words.
Congratulations. Congratulations again to everybody. Another round of applause, please. Well, that wraps up our first section of the Media Awards here tonight. It is now time for the main course. I bet you all are very hungry, so we'll be back at 9 o'clock for the second half. We'll see you then.
See you
Thanks,
soon.
guys.